Yo. So again, this video is going to be how I see it as an FGC boomer and a 2D animator, the differences between the intros and outros when you look at Tekken 8 versus the older games. And it's going to be from Tekken 5 through Tekken 8, which is what I would say New World Tekken. We're going to have the link in the description for the video, Son of Sparta DX right here, as you can see. So let's get started, and the order is going to be exactly how the guy in the video releases it. So whatever character he releases, I'm just going to talk off the cuff. So let's go. We got Alisa first. We're going to watch all the intros and outros, and I'm going to comment on it and compare and contrast. Let's go.
You win.
Okay, so that was torture. All right, let me tell you something. First off, let's talk about the first one. Why is this so mechanical? And yeah, she's a miniature Gundam. She's an android, I get it. But the animation looks so rigid. It doesn't look lifelike. There's a way to make characters look mechanical, like a Jack 6 or a Jack 7, 8, but still have fluid animation, and it looks way too mechanical. Like, and also, what are you focusing on? Why isn't the camera focused on her? Why isn't the camera centered on her palm or on her wrist? Like, why is her hand that's going to extend the chainsaw? Why is that out of focus? It makes no sense. Like, from a storyboarding perspective, it's garbage. The camera should be panned up to where the center should be the hand. So that effect doesn't even work, because if I saw the hand initially and you panned up just enough to where the chainsaw can extend or eject out of her hand, then it still would have worked, and it still would have had the shock value of seeing suddenly a chainsaw come out, right? But the fact that you don't even see the hand means that that doesn't work, because we weren't even seeing what you want me to see. So this is not good. That's a cool angle. I do mess with that. And obviously, if you go to Tekken 7, Alisa. So obviously, I know this is from Tekken 7, so I can't harp on the animation of a low budget game. People say Tag 2 almost killed the franchise. They were in the low end. Yeah, yada yada yada. Yeah, whatever. I'm just a fan. I'm a player. I don't care about their fucking quarterly earnings. You feel me? Like, come on. And yeah, so it came here, and it looks even worse. So they actually improved it on Tekken 8, but holy crap, does that look so inhuman in a bad way. And her arm seems like it's broke, and it doesn't seem like this model is designed to do that. They cleaned it up. Nice. It simplified it. That's cool. First off, there's no sense of speed, and how you have to have a sense of speed once you're flying. There was a clip I saw from the Rurouni Kenshin remake, and it had Kenshin fighting some guy. Both of them are using an effect in the background to convince the sense that there's a speed going on. But the 1996 version, the original version, did it so much better. So it's a similar vein when it comes to this. Like, you need to create a sense of parallax, which is the difference in movement between the various layers of the background. You need to use that in order to create a sense of speed. There's no sense of speed being created here. Like, you see the background is just, it's like she's not going anywhere, actually. You see that? It's not moving fast enough. So there's no sense of speed. Same here. It's like she's flying in place almost. It's like it's an action figure or something. Angle was cool, the zoom in was cool at this time, but functioning normally, I'll do my best. See, this is the problem with this character. A fighting game character is supposed to be tough. They're supposed to be cool. They're supposed to be confident. These are the hallmarks of a fighting game character. This is why I say, if you're playing a good fighting game, then every character feels like the main character. Every character feels like the protagonist. Or at the very least, every character feels like a pivotal character. Even if they're an anti-hero, an antagonist, you know, then they still feel like an important character. When a character says, functioning normally, I'll do my best, it seems like they're unsure. And that's not good when it comes to a character you want to command. That's not good for that. You need to feel like you're playing the most important character. Even if canonically that character is the most important character, you still need to feel that way. when a character's unsure and humble, and if it's not in the personality, if it's just an uncertainty in your fighting abilities, that's, to me, is not a good thing. And you notice on Tekken 6, which I'll show later, there's a difference between her being nice and cordial, like some sort of maid or assistant, and she will flip between being cordial and being deadly, saying that, oh, I'm going to kill you now. Oh, how are you doing? So it's that ambiguity of bipolar personalities that made her an interesting character, that created that intrigue that Tekken was known for, you know? She wasn't humble in this way. And of course, that's from Tekken 6. It's the juxtaposition between being very friendly, being a little girl, and saying, okay, you must die. And so Tekken always had that subverted expectation when it comes to, hey, I may look a certain way, but I'm tough. This is what the mantra of Tekken has always shown through his characters, is that I'm in this King of Iron Fist tournament for a reason. Like, I'm here, you feel me? So this is from T6, but the problem with this is that, and don't get me wrong, this classic costume looks good, the graphics look great, the model looks amazing, don't get me wrong. But the problem with this is that it's not a sense of speed there. Now let me go to Tekken 6. Look at the distance she covers when she does her jet boost into that spin. You see that? And then you see the motion blur, which further captures the speed and the velocity of how she's moving, you know?
Wins.
The camera's still shaking here too. On both shots.
Alisa wins. Alisa wins.
Right?
Alisa wins.
Also, the jet boosting sounds are very prominent, right? So all in all, it just creates an effect to where it's like, whoa, she's really fast. She's really formidable because look how fast she can move. And it makes sense that she says, I'm much stronger than I look. You see what I'm saying? The character, through the intros and outros alone, is telling you who they are. You don't need to play the story mode. So the story that you will repeatedly see that matters the most is the intros and outros. And it's the characters telling you who they are. It doesn't work the same. It looks good still, but it doesn't work the same. She doesn't look like she's moving that fast.
Wins.
Like, their heads move when they talk on Tekken 6. There's better motion mocap when it comes to a realistic, not realistic, but more an impactful speech, because there's head bobbing, there's head movements, there's more realistic body contortion when they're talking, which makes it seem more realistic. Even if you don't normally do that when you talk, like even when I'm talking right now, that I'm using motions to gesture kind of what I'm saying, you know, to emphasize what I'm saying. But Tekken 6 does that more so than Tekken 7 and on. And like I said, for Tekken 8, it seems more studio. There's so many zoom in, zoom outs. And when you look at Tekken 6, the storyboarding is more interesting because there's more atypical paneling when it comes to the camera. It's not simple zoom in or zoom out. There's more like lateral panning, more just oftentimes no zoom outs at all, like you saw for Alisa here, right? There's no zoom outs. And it makes it more uncomfortable when this robot, who appears to be like a young petite girl, is saying, I must terminate you. And so the lack of put togetherness, the lack of studio-ness when it comes to the camera storyboarding makes it more eerie. These are the little things that are telling you what type of character this is, you know? And then if you look at Tekken 8, the same thing. There's 1, 2, 3. You see? It's just much more put together, which makes it more like it feels like it's in a film room or a set versus this is what the character would naturally do, you know? You see that? And here there's 1, 2, and a slow zoom in, not like a zoom into the face, a predictable zoom into the face at the end, like Tekken 8. And also, like I said here, there's more interesting lateral panning. Better facial mocap, more expressions. Same thing. Also, they're using a lot of shaky cam. They're not using stabilizers intentionally when it comes to certain angles. And this helps for 3D animation, right? And there's even it's shaking here too. Less so, and then here there's a lot of shaking, and it creates tension. And what she's saying, there's supposed to be tension, right? Please get out of my way. But again, some petite, nice-looking girl saying, "Please get out of my way." And knowing what she's capable of, you see there's further tension in the design to her capabilities, to what she's saying. Everything's conflicting. And this is what makes a good character, you know? And then you have this Tekken silliness too, which Tekken's always been a silly game as well. So you have Easter eggs, obviously, when it comes to this.
Alisa wins. Alisa wins.
And also, there's something uncanny about not looking at the camera. I'm not sure if she does that here.
Alisa wins.
She's more so looking at the camera, not totally, but it looks better versus the Tekken 8 version. Where is she looking at? You see what I'm saying? You see the comparison? There's an uncanny valleyness to this. Did that mean to happen, you know? And this is subconscious. You're not gonna notice that when you're playing, but this is some of the things to where it's not gonna be as impactful as this, you know?
Alisa wins.
So yeah, that's my opinion of Alisa when it comes to her intros and outros.